How's it going, guys? It's AVFC vlog here now. Today I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be ranking Premier League strikers. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I last uploaded, but today I am finally back with another tier list, tier maker video, and today we're going to be ranking Premier League strikers. Today I have made another tier list. I've got all the Premier League strikers, and today I'm going to be ranking them. The tiers we have today: best striker in the Premier League, very good, average, should be second choice striker, and the worst striker in the Premier League. If you are new here today, please smash that subscribe button. We are pretty close to 8,000 subscribers, and yeah, tell me if you like this video, tell me what you want to do next. I've got a video coming soon. It is an absolute banger. Could be one of my best videos on my channel. I've been working and editing on it for about 2 weeks now, and it should come out in a couple of weeks. It's a really good video, so to be notified when I upload that video, subscribe. Let's just get into the ranking. So the first striker we have got is Aubameyang. Aubameyang. I'm gonna put him in the very good tier. Aubameyang is a very good striker. He's got 17 goals this season, which is the second most in the Premier League this season. All the Arsenal fans absolutely love him. Without Aubameyang, I have no idea where Arsenal would be and how they would be doing. He's just the striker you need, really. He's got lots of pace on him. He scores goals. He's been around for a few years. He's been at Arsenal for 2 or 3 years. Him and the fans really like each other. He's very happy at Arsenal. He's a very good striker. As I said, 17 goals. That's pretty good for, 10 games of the season left. Aubameyang, for me, is one of the best strikers in the Premier League. He's actually quite close to the best striker in the Premier League tier, but I'm going to put him in very good. Next, we have got my guy, my man, Ali Samatta. I actually packed him on FIFA this morning. Samatta, what a player. Us Villa fans absolutely adore him. He's only come into Villa recently, obviously, replaced the injured Wesley, and we needed it, really. Wesley, it's not really on Samatta's level. Samatta's got lots of pace. He's quite young, to be fair. He's scored a couple goals this season. He's got one against Man City in the Carabao Cup final. He's got one against Bournemouth. Us Villa fans adore him. Since he's come in, he's showed how good he can be, and we haven't seen much of him. But if he stays at Villa, I think that he can turn into a very good striker. As I said, we've not seen that much of Samatta, but what we have seen has been bloody good. Unfortunately, as much as I want to, I can't really put him in the very good tier because we haven't seen too much of Samatta, but I'm going to put him in average for now. But if Samatta carries on doing what he's doing, hopefully he scores more goals for Villa, then yeah. Third striker on the list, we've got a guy who I really wanted Villa to sign. We've got the boy Tammy Abraham. Tammy's a bit of an interesting one because at the start of the season it took him a few games to really settle into Chelsea, but after 5, 6, 7 games he really started doing well, scoring pretty much every week versus Wolves. He scored a hat-trick versus Wolves, I'm pretty sure. It might have been 2, but he's got 13 goals this season, which, isn't bad. As I said, at the start of the season, he didn't really gel in straight away, but towards the middle, he started scoring goals week in, week out, and he was looking like a very good player for Chelsea. And then recently, I don't know what's happened, but he's just dipped again. It's been a while, I think, since he scored. He hasn't really been playing as good as he was during the middle of the season, which I don't know why that is. If Chelsea didn't have a transfer ban, I'm 95% sure we would have signed Tammy, and what a signing that would have been. I love Tammy. I really do want to put him in the very good tier, but I'm going to have to put him in average because his form, I don't know why, it just dipped. But he is happy at Chelsea. He scored 13 goals this season, 8th best in the Premier League. Abraham, I'm going to put him in average, but I really like Tammy. All Villa fans do. I hope he gets back to his scoring ways. I hope he gets in the England team and absolutely smashes it. So yeah. Also, I've just noticed my hair's a bit wet, but that's just because I just got out of the shower. Also, do you guys like my new trim? The quarantine trim. Next striker, we've got the Palace striker, Jordan Ayew. He's got 8 goals. And he's looked very good for Palace, to be honest. He hasn't scored a bunch of goals. 8 goals isn't bad. He probably could do with a bit more. He scored versus Villa, obviously. Ayew does have a lot of potential. We saw him at Villa when we're in the Championship. He's a very good striker. As I said, I don't really know what to say. I'm going to put him in average because I can't see him putting him very good. And he's too good to be in the tier below. So Jordan I is going to get average. Next we've got Sheffield United striker Ollie McBurney. Once again, a pretty average striker. He scored 5 goals this season. 1 against West Ham, 1 against Brighton. And a couple more goals. At times, McBurney can be very good. On the ball, he's pretty good. Off the ball, he is good as well. When he played Villa, he didn't get any goals. But once again, he created lots of chances for Sheffield United. I'm going to put McBurney in the average tier. Not much to say about him. Decent striker. Doesn't have too many goals, but I'm sure he won't mind because how well Sheffield United are actually doing in the league. Next, we've got Jamie Vardy. Oh dear, Vardy. Your wife is a slag. Jamie Vardy, he just loves scoring versus us, to be honest. And when he scored at Villa Park, I think he got 2 goals then. He did that to the whole end, didn't he? Which, you know, the Villa fans weren't happy about, obviously. And then he came on versus us when we got embarrassed 4-0. And he scored 2 goals when he came off the bench. He's the top goal scorer this season in the Premier League. And despite him shushing the whole end and despite him hating Villa, I really do like Jamie Vardy. The way he just goes about business, you know. He does like to wind fans up, which I like, to be honest. He's one of my strikers. He's very, very quick, and he's got a very good finish, obviously, being a record holder in the Premier League. And Vardy, as much as I hate to say this, I'm going to put him in the best striker in the Premier League tier. He's the top goal scorer in the Premier League this season. He's a very good striker. I'm going to put him in the best striker in the Premier League. I like the way how he goes about business. And yeah, Jamie Vardy, well done. Everton striker Calvert-Lewin next. Calvert-Lewin's young and has got a lot of potential for Everton and England. Of course, he scored a couple of goals versus Newcastle when he played very, very well. He scored 13 goals this season, which, you know, is very good. As I said, he's very young and has got a lot of potential. I'm excited to see what he does in the England squad in a few years. Yeah, since Ancelotti's come in, I think they played like 2 up front, I think, Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin has really shone and showed what he's about. He didn't do that under Marco Silva before Ancelotti came in, but now he's really scoring goals and he's really enjoying his football. I'm going to put him in average, although he is creeping up to the very good striker. He's got a lot of potential, as I said, but I don't think he's that good enough to be in the very good striker tier, in my opinion. Next, we've got the man, the striker, who you could say has essentially saved Southampton this season. It's Danny Ings. What can I really say? 15 goals this season. Since he played Villa and when we lost 3-1 to Southampton, since then he really picked up his form, scoring week in, week in out, scoring very good, crucial goals against teams like Leicester, getting Southampton lots of points away from home. So I'm going to put him in a very, very good striker tier. Oh, Timo Pukki next. I mean, what can you say? At the start of the season, Pukki was unstoppable, scoring goals against like Man City, Liverpool in the first game of the season, and he was very, very good. Had a lot of hype around him when Norwich were doing well, and everyone was just talking about Pukki. And then, as you all know, Norwich started doing really bad. He just did not score, and then he got a couple more goals in the middle of the season, and then once again has just dipped. And Norwich don't have a replacement striker, and if Pukki would have carried on the form that he was at the start of the season, who knows? Norwich could be ending up in a Champions League spot or something. I'm going to put him in the average. Next, we've got the 2 Spurs striker. I've put 2 of them in here because, I mean, I need the thumbnail for Son, and Kane's their main striker. So we'll talk about both of them. Kane has got 11 goals, which I was surprised about. I thought he had more than that. But injuries, I think he's been injured a lot of the season though, Kane. And Son, when Kane is injured, Son does really step up, doesn't he? But Son, like this season, he played really well versus Villa when they beat us 3-2 in the last minute. He played really well, scoring a couple goals then. And when they beat Burnley 5-0, we all know about that amazing goal. Son just ran past their whole team and put it in. I'll definitely put Son in the very, very good striker tier, along with Kane. Next, we've got one of the most underrated strikers in the Premier League, and a guy I really like because he got me over 100,000 views on my video, Raul Jimenez. Most underrated striker, 100% in the Premier League. He makes everything happen for Wolves. People talk about Firmino just making everything happen. Jimenez does an even better job at Wolves. Him and Traore are just the dream duo on. They just I won't say carry Wolves, but they do bits for Wolves. Jimenez scores goals. He's got 13 goals this season, 8th joint top goal scorer. And he just does everything, doesn't he? When we played Wolves, he was the main man. He stood out. Every time he got the ball, he was battling everyone off. He was getting the ball. He was getting it down. He scored a goal. Like, He's a very good striker. Me and my mum's boyfriend were saying before this video, if he moves to a top 4 team, boom, 20 goals a season, easily. In the Champions League, in the Europa League, sorry, he's doing bits for Wolves. He is one of the best strikers for me in the Premier League. This may sound controversial, but I'm putting Raul Jimenez in the best striker in the Premier League. You guys may not agree with that, but I don't care because it's my opinion, and I think Raul Jimenez is a very, very good striker. I need to get me over 100 views on one video, so that kind of helps. The guy that Villa looks set to sign, Neil Maupay, but Brighton came in and took him off him. Once again, very good striker. He's got 8 goals this season, so not loads of goals, but you know, he's done bits of Brighton. When we played Brighton at the Amex, he was very good. He's got a lot of potential and in the future could be a very good striker. I'm going to put him in average again. Next, we've got Joe Linton, and I'm not even going to talk about him. Worst striker in the Premier League. Honestly, the amount of money paid for Joe Linton, I think it was over 50 million. It might have been 60 million. And I think he scored 2 goals this season, and one of them was in an FA Cup game against a crappy League One team. Joe Linton is worse than Wesley, and I'm putting him in the bottom tier 100%. I'm sure all of you will agree with that. And if you don't agree, then click off the video now, and yeah. Next, we've got Firmino. Firmino, like Raul Jimenez, just makes everything happen for Liverpool. Him, Salah and Mane, deadliest trio in the world at the minute. He's got 8 goals this season, so once again, not bad, but he makes everything happen for Liverpool, and I'm going to put him in the well, I don't know, because if I'm putting Raul Jimenez into the top tier, then I could just put Firmino in there as well, because they're very, very similar players. I'm going to put him in the very, very good, just under Raul Jimenez, because Raul has more goals. But Firmino, I wouldn't argue if you put him in the top tier. Coming on to the last few strikers now, and probably the most liked and could be the best striker in the Premier League overall, Sergio Aguero. Once again, just loves scoring against Villa, and Aguero is a very, very good striker. He's done so much for Man City, won them the title. He's been there for years. The fans love him. He's got 16 goals this season, so it's not his highest scoring season, but once again, very good striker. Could potentially be one of the best in the world, you could argue. This season, though, I'm going to put him in very, very good. Once again, edging the top tier, but Aguero, absolute bits of Man City over the years. And as I said, you could argue again that he should be in top tier. Now I've got Marcus Rashford, 14 goals this season, the 7th most in the Premier League. And recently, Rashford has been unstoppable. Start of the season, he weren't so good. He was getting a bit of sticking in the middle. He kind of picked it up and got better. And now, as soon as the season stopped, he's just been scoring goals week in, week out. Like against Man City, he scored in both the games against Man City this season. He played very well in the second game. Once again, a very young English talent who I'm looking forward to seeing the England squad in a few years. I'm putting in Rashford in the very, very good young striker. He can score goals. He's a playmaker. He's very skillful, Rashford. I'm going to put him in very, very good. Right, the last few. Bournemouth striker now, Callum Wilson. He's only got 8 goals this season, and this season hasn't been the best. Last season, the season before, he was scoring very good, crucial goals for Bournemouth. And now this season, he's just not stepped up to his potential, really. I'm going to put him in second choice, I think. Yeah, I don't know. This season, I don't even know what to say. I've not heard too many good things about him this season. He's got 8 goals, so he does get a few goals. But in general, overall player, I don't really know. Next, we've got West Ham's record signing Sebastian Haller. £45 million they paid for him. And has he lived up to the expectation? Probably not. 7 goals this season, one of them being a bicycle overhead kick against Bournemouth. I'm not too sure which one it was. I can't really remember. But at times he's like a very good player, and at times he's not, because when he came to Villa Park when we drew 0-0, he just looked like a fat lump up front who did nothing. And what he's gave West Ham this season, for me, isn't £45 million. I don't think he's quite bottom tier. He's definitely better than Joe Linton. I don't know, he's very inconsistent. 1 minute he's good, 1 minute he's awful. I'm going to put him in second choice, potentially average. He's going to join Callum Wilson in the second choice tier. And last up, we've got the Blue Nose scum himself, Troy Deeney. And if we were just judging on personality, he'd be in the bottom tier. But he's made a couple good appearances for Watford this season, like when he played us. Yeah, he played really well when they smashed us 3-0. And obviously when they played Liverpool and beat them, he was very good and he got a goal. I'm going to put him in average. I think people could argue that he could be in a tier higher, but I don't like him. Obviously, I'm a Villa fan. He's a Blues fan, and he's a bit of an idiot. Made some good appearances this season for Watford, and he's done bits for them over the years. But I'm gonna put him in that tier because I don't like him. So here is what the end tier looks like. Let me know if you guys disagree, agree, and let me know what video ideas you want me to do next. Subscribe for that absolute banger that's coming in a couple weeks. Also, like this video, would be very much appreciated, and follow my Instagram. Also, I'm playing Fortnite. Yeah, I'm playing Fortnite in 2020 with my mate Max tomorrow, so I'll put a link to his channel in the description so you guys can watch that. He's putting it on his channel. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, all of that stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Let me know what you guys want me to make, and peace up the Villa.